How's it going, guys? Buttersbridge here, and welcome to another Sunday Squad Builder. This team is probably the paciest I've ever built, probably bar the Pro League Silvers. It's a bit of a hybrid. It's got a couple of different leagues and a couple of different players. It actually started off, if you're looking at the name and thinking what it's going to be, as Jumping Beans. It was going to be a Mexican League team, and then I ended up hybriding it around and putting some different players in to make it a little bit better, because some of the Mexican players weren't as good as I was expecting. But without further ado, we're going to start off a backwards way. We're going to start with a forward line, and then we're going to work our way back just to show you why I actually built this team. So at striker, we have our first in form. It is, well, third in form, should I say, Christian Benitez. This is the reason I actually built this team for Christian Benitez. I got him in a pack on another account, and I transferred him over. That's why it says value, and there's no cost for him. And he's the guy I wanted to try for ages. I've had him in my club for ages. I've just never played with him. He's 5'7". He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. His main card stats are 89 pace, 83 dribbling, 86 shooting, and 83 heading. Never really tested his heading because he's quite small. Never managed to get in front of people. I found him a little bit weak. His pace doesn't seem to be as pacey as I was expecting as well. His shot's pretty good, and he's pretty good with the old dribbling as well. But anyway, he was up front and striker in this team. Then on the left-hand side, a really pacey guy. It is Bravo. He's 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, left-footed, which I would have preferred him to be right-footed. I was saying that he did score some pretty good goals on his right foot, including finesses. He only cost me 2.8k, bit of a bargain. He's got 94 pace, 64 shooting, 74 dribbling. They're his main card stats, what you want from the left forward position. Yeah, pretty solid player. So he scored quite a few goals for me. I think it was about 4 goals, I think it was in total, with my online games and my offline games. Yeah, pretty decent. Was probably slightly better than I was expecting. He's not as fast as that card says. It says 94. I never found him to be that fast. I found him quite hard to get past his your right backs in many teams, and your right centre back. But anyway, he was in there. Over on the right hand side, it gave me a chance to try a Brazil who I've not tried this year, and it is Danilo. 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He's 5'5", and he's tiny. He cost almost 50k. He's got 91 pace, 68 shooting, 70 passing, and 78 dribbling. Pretty decent player, I must admit. Didn't really use his skills all that much. Did a few scoop turns and stuff, and that sort of stuff in Ronaldo shops. Mainly because I have to have a team which is full of skillers. Otherwise, if I do try and skills, I end up trying doing skills with like the 3-star skillers, and I try doing Ronaldo chops, and I just end up like losing the ball dead easy. I'll admit that I need a whole team of like 5-star skillers to do skills properly. Me, so it doesn't matter which player I've got. But yeah, pretty decent player. Not worth 50k, I wouldn't say, but he is a decent player, and that was the reason he was in on the right forward position. Now, on the left-hand side, centre mid, probably the slowest player in this team, it is Esteban Cambiaso. I've loved this guy since FIFA 11, loved him in FIFA 12, and I must admit, he doesn't disappoint again in FIFA 13. He's got 71 pace, 80 defending, 79 heading, 79 passing, 69 shooting, and 79 dribbling. You might as well say all his card stats because they're all pretty good. He's an absolute animal defensively. Played really well on the left-hand side, I must admit. Offered a lot of protection for the left-back and the centre-back, saying that the left-back and the left centre-back were the two best players in this team as well. So I can't really complain. He had a pretty decent job to do, or an easy job, should I say, behind those in front of those guys. But that's why he's in there. You'll have seen the other two guys in the centre. We have a silver, and it is Ross and I. He's got 86 pace, 71 defending, 67 heading. They're the main reasons why I put him in this team. He's 5'7". I could do with him a little bit bigger. I'm not really the best of players with a team without a CDM. So with this team, I had to try and find people who would like. That's why Ken Bassel's in there, because I need defensive players. I'm really shit at defending. I'll be the first one to admit that. He cost me 10k. 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. Pretty decent all-round player. Probably not worth his 10k, but if you put him in a silver team, he's probably worth that value then. But he was in the centre mid, in the centre, and then on the right hand side we have a really pacey Brazilian Ramirez. He's an absolutely brilliant player. I packed him, that's why he was in the team. I just had to put a formation card on him. He's got 88 pace, he's got 76 defending and 72 heading and 79 passing. They're his main stats what I wanted from him. He scored an absolutely worldy long shot. on this game. I've never seen him take shooting like that. It's a 68 shooting, but I don't know what his long stats are. Absolutely brilliant player in a centre mid position. He just goes forward and he comes back, and he's got that pace to keep up with most players as well in the field, and it means he's an asset in all areas of the field. Brilliant player to have in your team, and that's why he's at CM. Now we'll start on the right hand side. At right back we have got Mr. Pacey Kyle Walker. You'll see there's a bit of a trend here with this team. I say it's a really pacey team, I'll admit that. I actually asked on Twitter which players were the best from the BPL as right back, and majority of people did say Kyle Walker, and that's why he's in there. He's got 91 pace, 77 defending and 78 heading. He's 5'10", absolutely brilliant for keeping up with players, good on the old contain, and managed to stay up with most players and prevent a lot of goals coming down that right hand side, and that's why he's in the team. Over at centre back, you're pretty much going to be able to guess who's going here. It is David Luiz. Everyone's favourite centre-back in this game. He's got 78 pace, 77 defending and 78 heading. The only thing what kills him is his high work rate going forward. But to be fair, he didn't go forward all that much in the games I was playing. I kind of put a bit of defensive tactics on when I was playing on the online games, just to try and keep him back a little bit rather than him running forward all the time. He's 6'2", absolute animal. Everybody knows everything about David Luiz. There's no need for me to explain, but he's an absolutely brilliant player, and that's why he's in the team. You'll have seen the other centre-back. This is probably the best player I've ever played with as a centre-back. It's Hugo Campagnaro. He's got 78 pace, he's got 90 defending and 88 heading. He's 5'11", but he might as well have been a 10 foot on the game. It cost me 144k, which I think was an absolute bargain for him. He's just so good defensively. He was always in the right position. If you look at his in-game stats, I think they're like 99 interceptions, 98 standing tackle, I think it is. His strength's like 93 as well. He's just an absolute beast to have in your centre-backs. I say, I'm pretty sure he's gone up in price as well since I bought him, since I've had this team for about a month. But he's well worth the money. Absolutely brilliant player. And he's at the left centre-back. And then on the left-back, it is Lulic. This guy again, I say these are my two favourite players in this team, defensively and going forward. Lulic is just an animal at left-back. 87 pace, 85 dribbling, 82 shooting, 85 passing, 78 defending, 73 heading. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, 6 foot. He cost me 65k. He could play anywhere on that left-hand side, I think. He is, I think, a standard left mid. Although saying that, he's only got medium work rate, so he does stay back. He's not one who just runs upfield like Kyle Walker tends to do. He tends to sit where you want him to, is in the left-back position. But when he does go forward, he's got an unbelievably world-class shot, especially when you pull him in on his right foot. Didn't manage to score with his right foot. I think he hit the bar like 2 times from like 30-odd yards, but absolutely brilliant player, well worth 65k what I paid for him. Real gem in this team. That's why he's at left back anyway. And then we end with probably the shittiest player in the team. It is Romero. He has got 79 diving, 81 reflex, 84 kicking and 70 positioning, 72 handling, 51 speed. He's 6'4". I've played with him before in my Argentinian team. I've explained him before. He's pretty decent. The only reason he's in this team is he had to be. I think it was the only person I could put in the team, which kept everyone with 9 chem without having to change some different players. But he didn't disappoint. He had pretty good games, I must admit. He didn't concede that many goals in the games I played, and the ones which he did concede were probably ones which I don't think any keeper would have saved anyway. So I can't fault him. And he only cost 900 coins, so I can't really complain. But there you go, guys. That is the team. It is 99 chemistry, as you can see. You're going to see some highlights now. I hope you enjoy it. I say I really enjoy playing this team, especially that left-hand side defensively. We're absolutely amazing. Please like and subscribe as always, guys. And I have been Buttersbridge. And until next time, I shall catch you guys later.
While we living in fast forward, all our time is limited. You take for granted, I'm just grateful to be given it. Live fast, die young with your cynic kid. Till this life is done, I'll just be happy to be living it. I take it slow so we can soak it in. Cause when I reach that door, I know we'll be opening. Then we going in, confidence my only friend. If you think I'm rushing, then you really just don't know me. then. Speaking of rushing, now I wanna slow it down. I live up in the moment, so emboldened by the sound of people talking nothing. I'm walking in past me running, stay chilling, looking for something I can use to kill discussion. Talking about this and that, gossip never listening. My life is a melody, I block out all the dissonance. Cause money's certain to equal time, so when life is going fast, a vertical equal sign. Pause.
If I could slow down time, this life won't pass me by. If I could click rewind, I know I'd be just fine. My love, please believe me, hit delay and take it easy. I know I need to just slow down, slow down.
My whole life's just been a couple minutes, years gone in a second, then an hour it is finished. Doing what I can, trying to stop the world from spinning. Just because you finish first doesn't always mean you winning. I look around and I'm slipping in like banana pills. Running gets you nothing, so I jump up off the hamster wheel. Got a plan to chill, yeah man for real. Wish the hands on the clock started standing still. But while I see all my people celebrating, I'll try to make it count, that's why I'm de-accelerating. So I pump the brakes and I up the stakes. Personally, I don't really wanna trust the race, cause you lose sight of all that's important to you. People and places that matter start looking foreign to you. And so I live trying to pacify, cause I don't want this life to pass me by.
If I could slow down time, this life won't pass me by. If I could click rewind, I know I'd be just fine. My love, please believe me, it's